for me to be leading this discussion this evening. I would see how interactive I can make it so that at the end of the day, we learn from one another. No man is an island of knowledge. And this is a team business, and it's a team, it requires teamwork for anybody to perform. For anybody to perform, one has to be, you have to watch another person's back. Someone else also has to watch your back. So when I came up with the topic, you know, Emma has this way of always catching me, like, Ogade. On Sunday, I was like, so it's appraisal time, you know. When I shared on my status, somebody was like, appraisal time, I will pay. Like, okay. Appraisal time, when that topic came, I wasn't just looking at it from one angle, you know, I was looking at it from various dimensions. And I will try to narrow it down to a kind of business, you know, and I would want to start by asking us a few questions. You know, for me, I've been in this business about 2 years now. I joined in 2019. And I would always see it as a transitional stage, a very major one at that. And since I made that transition, I've never had any cause to regret. But each time and from time to time, on a regular basis, I try to always look back and ask some questions. And I'm going to throw some of those questions to us this evening. We can briefly share our experiences. We can drop in the comment box. I intentionally don't want to use slides so that I would be able to make it very interactive. So first is, why did you join Green Mondays? Why did you join Green Mondays? You can drop your comment. Why did you join Green Mondays? No, we have different reasons. We have different reasons. I listed some here, but I want to see. Please let's drop in the comment box. Why did you join Green Mondays? And then the second one is, okay, somebody said I joined Green Mondays because you told me to join. Team Black. Okay, so if I ask you to put your hands in fire, you will do that. Okay. Any other person? Why did you join Green Mondays? Madam Feyi Ogunlesi said to gain financial freedom through leveraging. Wow, that's amazing. To gain financial freedom through leveraging. Okay. Another person said it was a lifesaver for me at the time I joined because I wanted more money. Okay, let's just say because of extra income, financial freedom, Rita Nubia, passive income. That's good. Okay. Any other person wants to drop a comment before I move on? I joined Madam Dupe. I joined to enable me travel free. I know it's not because of the money. Is that free travels for her? Okay. When I came in, I found that more money is not the end. Wow, amazing. Okay, I believe this is MI. It gives me an opportunity to travel to places without paying. Another person for free. All expenses paid travels. Okay. Number two, let's note those things. Number two is, how has your experience been? How has your experience been? Dr. Fumi Aino said, I joined to live flexibly. Amazing. The next question is, how has been the experience? Has it been worth it? Fantastic, awesome. Okay. My upline is saying financial freedom. Olubusola, my beta is evolving. Okay, fantastic, wonderful, amazing. Okay, It gives an opportunity to help people without dashing them money. I'm working and I can encourage them to do the same. Beautiful. Okay, thank you very much. The third one is, what is your greatest achievement so far? What is your greatest achievement so far? Since you came on board, what has been your greatest achievement so far in Green Mondays? It's been a journey of growth for me in working with people. Okay. Amazing. Any other person? I would move on quickly. Helping promote good health. Yes, I like that. Helping promote good health. So let me move on. Now, I believe many of us have attended interview at one point in time, at one stage of our life or another, either a job interview or maybe an interaction with somebody. You are trying to sell something. It's also a form of interview, you know. And how many do you actually know that while you were putting in for that job or while you were applying for that job, what was given as the job description and what you had when the practical experience or the reality, you know, the reality description, they are not actually the same thing. If you agree with me, say yes. Just type yes in the comment box. You apply for a job. Let's say you maybe you applied for, let me use maybe a marketer, you know, and at the end of the day, you realize that after getting that job, what you were doing actually was, you know, more than what was described as details of the job. You know, these are many, there are countless experiences where people have applied for a job like, it's just like when you order for something online. This is always very funny. When you order for something online, they tell you that, you see pictures like what I ordered versus what I got. Like, you ordered for white, you are getting gray, you know? So at the end of the day, you are wondering if really, did I make mistake or was I sleeping when I made this order? No, you were not sleeping. That is the reality, you know? And that is how it applies with anything actually that we find ourselves doing. Most times, because we don't pay attention to certain things, we tend to ignore, you know, we tend to ignore and we tend to take for granted. You know, I asked earlier that why did we join Green Mondays? And if care is not taken, we will lose focus. If care is not taken, we will lose focus behind our why. You know, if your why, apart from defining your why, and apart from knowing that why, there is the need to consistently review and check if you are still committed to that why. You know, there is the need for us to consistently review our commitment to our why. You know, somebody type financial freedom. Are we yet financially free? The question is, the answer is no. It's a journey, you know, and if once we begin to relapse, once we begin to draw back, once we begin to fail to remind ourselves of the why, you know, we begin to gradually derail. You know, there was, I think it was during the week, I was discussing with my upline, Kunialashi, and we were talking about the fact that we're asking questions why some team members and distributors have kind of withdrawn, you know, and are not as committed as they used to. And there was this, you know, there were various instances of people who were trying to, you know, doing some other things. And the irony of it is that, you know, I've interacted with people on countless number of occasions, and one major reason or one major response that I've seen from our course of interaction is that many have told me that they were inspired to join the Green Mondays or they were led by God. You know, either they were inspired, maybe that spontaneous thought just came, or they expressly heard that this is what you should do. And the question is, why is it that at some point you kind of, these people are no longer, you can't find them. They are nowhere to be found. Yes, the truth is, regardless, even if you are not a member of, you are not a distributor yet, or you are not a member of the Green Mondays, one thing you also have to ask yourself is, why is it, what has happened to your why? Is it your why for your career? Is it your why for your business? What has happened to it? And the need for us is because we don't derail. Once we don't regularly appraise, once we don't regularly ask ourselves questions, and that is a major sign of maturity, is a major sign of growth, that it shows that, yes, you don't necessarily need a supervisor, you don't necessarily need somebody to remind you of what you need to do before you do it. These things are very important. And the truth is, whether we like it or not, time is running. Time is running. Yes. Many get distracted along the line by not encouraging themselves. You see, it is said that the best encouragement you can get anywhere is the one you give to yourself. Many times I don't wait for people to inspire me before I get inspired. I don't wait for people to tell me what to do before, when I see the company come up with various promos, various innovations, I begin to ask myself, how can I capitalize on this to get the best out of it? What can I do? What can I do with my team members? What can I do with my upline to make sure I get the best out of this? And that is one of the major things that has kept me going. Recently, I saw the picture of the day I signed up, or the day I came to pick up my product at a place in Ikeja. And fast forward, I also saw another picture of the day that I came to pick up products, my TP products, and the truth is, there is a huge gap between those 2 points. There's a huge gap between those 2 points. And that gap can simply be named or themed time. That is TIME. 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 In one of my books, I define time as an acronym, meaning talent, intellectual development, management, and excellence. And this is also applicable in this kind of business. Time is a major resource. Is a major resource, rather. Time is a major factor for us, And the thing is, once we don't see time as a scarce resource, we tend to treat it anyhow. We tend to just overlook a lot of things that we are supposed to do. We tend to not know that, yes, everybody might have 24 hours, but a major reason why a lot of people seem to be getting more out of that same 24 hours is because they are doing a lot. They are making good use of that same resource that many of us are taking for granted. There is always a place of connection between your talent, that I would also refer to as your area of strength. There is a major connection between it and anything that you get yourself involved with. Now, I'll use myself as an example. One of my major area of strength is interpersonal relationship. I can easily connect with people. And one thing I've also learned to do with that is to make it count for my business. Is to make it count for whatever it is that I'm doing. For you, it could be your smile. For someone else, it could be your area of specialty. For somebody else, it could be your experience. For somebody else, it could be your training. You have to make this thing count for your business. You have to make it count for your career. That thing is very, very important. Our abilities, our experiences. Each time I have this opportunity to meet people, either distributors or not, especially distributors who are health practitioners, either they are nutritionists, they are doctors, or pharmacists, I try to ask very practical questions, because by training, I'm not a medical personnel. But because I came into this field, I've tried as much as possible to absorb a lot from these people, and that is we are exchanging value really, but we are exchanging that tea, their area of strength versus my own area of strength. I use what I have to get what it is that I feel that I need from them. So this is very, very important, which leads me to the next, which is intellectual development. One major thing that this business will do for you, whether you like it or not, is the fact that it will help you to develop capacity. It will help you to develop your interpersonal skills will be sharpened, especially if you are the type that is really willing to learn. Your knowledge about health and wellness will be sharpened, especially when you begin to interact with those products, which I'll still come to later. Then you begin to see how to manage people, manage resources. For me, for instance, one of the things that has helped me to grow in this business is that I've disciplined myself in such a way that I always commit myself to making sure that I effectively manage the resources that this business gives to me. The financial resources, that's the reward that comes from it, the trainings that we do, all of those things. And I also ensure that, for instance, if I'm supplying product or if I want to meet a client, I make sure I'm always at my best, regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of the challenge or situation I might be at that point in time. I ensure that I am at my best, because you don't know when you hit that jackpot. You don't know when you would sign up that VIP. So it is very, very important that you're at your best, and once we keep our eyes on our why on a consistent basis, once we renew our commitment on a regular basis, we would see that, yes, these things are kept in check. I asked the other time also that, how has been the experience? I saw fantastic, I saw awesome, and so on. Now, for me, one of the major highlights, one of the major experience for me has been learning. I've come to realize that there is little, you just need to do little. You just need to do a little bit to add value to people. At times, what you need to add value to people is not much. It could be just passing simple information across to them. Somebody was at my office on yesterday, to pick up products. And when she, fortunately, she just signed up with with this Ember promo, this new pack that the company is doing. The person is not from my team, but she came to pick up. And when she picked up, she sat down. I think she came with her husband, and we got talking. I explained a few things to her, encouraging her and exposing her to some of the opportunities that the business have to offer. Then I explained the product to her, and also asked if she had interacted with the product, if she had used any of them. She said yes, she had used the bitters. I asked her what was the experience. She said, it was awesome that she's also using the fat bun. Then I asked, and then she asked me that what are the benefits that are attached to the business. When I explained to her, and she sat down, she was like, wow, and I believed at that point in time that she saw something, because I told her that I intentionally did not even mention the financial benefits. I went to the fact that she can add value to people's health. She can give hope to people who are finding themselves in hopeless situations. When I came into the financial, that there are financial benefits also. There are free trips that the company is currently running. And she was like, really? And I encouraged her to commit herself. And this person I'm talking about is a banker, but she plugged into this opportunity. So the experience can also, your personal experience can be transferred. Your personal experience can be used to add value to people, which I mentioned earlier, that are T, which we are looking at the time. the talent, which talent in quote could be your experience also. Then for me, my major achievement has been qualifying for the all expenses paid trip to Dubai, but God punished coronavirus. That trip was put on hold because there was lockdown. But the thing is, one of my major goal in life is to get value in exchange for whatever it is that I do. Get value such that people would know that, yes, you really don't have to pay for everything. As a matter of fact, you don't need to pay for the best things in life. Somebody can gift you a house. Somebody can gift you your dream car. You can win. You can, as a result of giving value to somebody, you can win their heart in such a way that they give you gifts that you've never thought of having before. So those are the amazing benefits in this business. Those are the amazing benefits in this business. And the reason why we need to constantly appraise and look at our performance is, if care is not taken, we'll take a lot of things for granted. Now, for instance, those of us who have qualified for all expenses paid trips, what were the things that we did then that worked for us? How can we improve on those things? For you as a business person, what have you done that have made you, that landed you a major breakthrough in your business? How can you build on that? These are some of the questions that we need to constantly ask ourselves so that we will be able to move up the ladder and achieve more. And if care is not taken, we might take these things for granted. Now, the fact that we had a dream before we came on board does not mean we cannot, even when we achieve or attain those dreams, we can't build on them. If your dream, for instance, is to travel to win an all expenses paid trip, there was this training that I attended, I think earlier this year. And, one of the things that my coach said then that touched me was, while she was having a time with one of us, she told the person that, see, I know you have money, you are very okay. But the truth is, do you have that level of money that you have been able to build house for people who are homeless and ask them to go and stay there for free, taking care of their daily needs? Have you gotten to that stage where you buy a car for somebody, maybe a teacher who touched your life back then, who helped you to realign and say, for what you did for me while I was clueless, this is a gift. This is a token of appreciation. In as much as you have not gotten to that stage, my friend, you need to buckle up. In as much as you have not gotten to that stage, you need to buckle up. The thing is, the best people around you will do for you is to inspire you. But it is your commitment to that dream that will really help you to move towards and do the necessary things that you need to do. Yesterday, I was at a supermarket, and I learned a very important lesson. There was this area where I just passed by. I saw that thing. There was an electronic display board, and there was a sensor somewhere around there. I just passed. Then I saw this that boy, and it can't be. I doubt if he's up to 10. But it was a young boy. He went to pick something on the shelf and got there, just passed that item he bought. He took through the sensor, and the screen now displayed the price of the product that I held. Then I looked at it. See, one of the major reasons why it seems that people fail to consistently do well is because they ignore little things. I've never entered that supermarket to go and check, because I was just passing by. It never occurred to me that but that boy, He went there, he checked. Sometimes we need to go back to those things that worked for us. What we need to do might not necessarily be to change them entirely, but to improve on them. What we might need to do at that point in time may not necessarily be to change the whole thing entirely, but just a little improvement. Find a better way to do it. If, for instance, you have been using social media, you've been using WhatsApp, why not try other social media platforms? If you have been using social media, you've been posting what you sell, you've been doing adverts, you've been running adverts on your WhatsApp status. Have you taken time to look at, okay, what time is the peak period? What time do I usually have the highest views? What time and what day do I usually have the highest number of views? Are we taking time to look at some of these things? For instance, another thing is, okay, as of the product, one of the things that I do on a regular basis, for instance, personally, is to look at which products move more for me. Which products do I find easy to sell? I dwell more on those products and see also how I can improve the other products that I'm not doing well with. In your place of work, what time is your peak period? Is it that you can achieve a lot more in the morning, in the early hours, or you need maybe a little bit of music? If you have your earpiece to plug, you move with your work faster. Are you the type that wake up very early? For me, for instance, early hours of the day is my best period to work if I want to do anything that is intellectually tasking. Now, for you, what time is most suitable for you? These are some of the things that we need to visit. And the amazing thing about this business is it gives you opportunity to improve. Now, for the benefit of those who are joining us for the first time, we operate in a very, very interesting space, which is the health space, health and wellness space. And one very good thing that recent experiences or recent occurrence has come to show us is that health is not just wealth, but health that does not get the required commitment can become a matter of emergency. My prayer is that our health will not become a matter of emergency. Recently, some people were canvassing that the federal government should declare a state of emergency in some part of the country. That is because of how things have turned around. And if, for those of us who are in business, if you don't want your business or your career to get to that level of state of emergency, there is the need for you to do the needful. There is the need for you to do what you are supposed to do at the point in time. There is the need for you to look at, okay, am I moving closer to my goal? Do I need to take the stick higher? What am I doing, for instance, to develop my team? And this is a challenge I want to throw to the, in quote, older generation in Green Mondays, that we need to find a way to creatively, transfer our knowledge, transfer our skills, what we have learned so far in the business to the younger generation. And I mean our downlines, to people who you introduce, not just your immediate four, but people who are your second and third generation. Once in a while, we need to consciously, because if care is not taken, it will get to a stage where we will not get stopped because we have not adequately transferred that knowledge. Your knowledge of the products, your understanding of the business, the skills that you use that worked for you, the knowledge that you use that worked for you, your understanding of each of the products, for instance, your understanding of the bitters, why it does what it does, and why it does amazing things, why it is not an all-solving supplement, but why it does what it does in such an amazing way. Your understanding about the fire, your understanding about cleanser, your understanding about fat burner, your understanding about restore, your understanding about the balm, all of these things we need to transfer and find a way to draw our team members closer to us. Because the thing is, if care is not taken, when you don't draw those team members closer to yourself, when you don't go out of your way, ask questions, meet them at the point of their needs. I'm not saying we should give them money, but meet them. There is a need that they need, that calls for attention in them. Once you are able to identify those things, and find a way to creatively meet those things, you get to help them to achieve more. And at the end of the day, you are helping yourself, because your team is going to grow. Your team is going to be better off for it. One thing I like about the team I belong is there's this way we connect. There's this way we connect. Yes, Emma, thank you about that. So let me quickly, because of our time is fast running. I was talking about the product the other time. I was talking about our skills, our abilities. We have this amazing product, Reader Herbal Bitters. It does amazing things. It does amazing things. For me, I use this product almost every day. Almost every day. If I don't use the bitters, I use the body wash. I use the body wash every day. I use the hair cream every day. I use the balm every day. But there's no fat for me to burn. Don't mind me. But the amazing things about this product, is that they are effective. They are effective. They have the required certification, and you don't have to be sick. You don't have to be sick. You don't have to get to that state of emergency before you begin to put these things and inculcate them into your life, because on a regular basis, we get exposed to toxins, we get exposed to debt, we don't take balanced diet, and when you call something supplement, it is simply because it is complementing for something that is missing in a component. So this product are supplements. They help to complement for certain nutrients that are missing in our body. And that is why the products are able to do amazing things. We have a flagship product, which is the Reader Herbal Bitters. It does amazing things. We've had various testimonies from people who had issues with fatigue, people who had menstrual cramp, people who have fertility issue, pain of all sorts, ulcer, and so on. The bitters is amazing. And based on the success of that product, people kept demanding for more. They wanted something more, and as a result, we have the variant. We have the cleanser, which is very good when combined with the bitters for issues like diabetes, pain, respiratory related health challenges. We have Restore, for hormonal imbalance, female general well-being. It does amazing things. For the fat burner, for cholesterol, weight loss, weight management, that is why the fat burner is there. For the fire, for some people is their favorite product. Reader Fire does amazing things. I'm laughing because I just remember something. That one of my team members will say that one of the major challenges she has with people who get fire from her is they ask her if they can test the effectiveness of the product on her. So the fire does amazing things. It's very good for preventing and managing prostrate. We have the disinfectant. The disinfectant is very good. You can use it to bathe, mop. Is very good for repelling insects in the house. Then you have the balm also. And the amazing thing about this thing is the company is currently running a promo, unlike those days where you have to have, huge amount of money to start. These days is easy. It's just like that. is just like that, because you can start from wherever you are. But me, I'm not the type that will ask you to start from to start small when you have the capacity to start big. So for the VIP, which is the best way to start, is 750,000. With that 750,000, you get products that are worth much more than that. And it plugs you into not less than 13 ways to earn from the company. And at that point of entry, you are getting product that is worth more than the value, the amount you are bringing on board. So it's value in, value out. No, value in, more value out. Because what you are getting out of it is more than what you are bringing in. Then if peradventure, okay, you don't want to start at that level, you can start at the platinum level, which is amazing also. Is amazing. For that platinum, it's 400K, and you get a product that is worth 100, over 100 more. That's about 588, which gives you a retail additional profit of 180. That's apart from getting your initial cash back, And peradventure, the midpoint, which is the gold pack. If you don't want to start with either of the two that I mentioned, you can take a look at the gold pack. It's also an amazing pack, and from there the beauty is that you can always upgrade to the VIP level. And should I move further? Okay, we have also the improved silver category pack. For each of these entry packs, the amazing things is you get a mixture of the products that the company has, and you can use these products. You can give them out as gifts. Christmas is fast coming. You can begin to get those hampers together, add value to people's health. And another category, which is the bronze. Nobody wants to go to an Olympics and get a bronze. But if you get a bronze, you manage it. It's better than not getting any medal at all. So we have the bronze pack. This is the improved version of it. Once you buy this pack, you become a distributor. You can give the BAMs out. You can give the 30 meals out. You can sell if you decide to, and if you are selling, you are still getting your value back. So, but peradventure, you want to say, okay, how can I commit much into something that I've not? For those of us who are coming across this product for the very first time, or somebody invited you, if you are thinking, okay, I don't have that much resources, but I want to, I want to have a feel of this product. I have somebody that I know that is facing one particular health challenge that I want to add value to. Yes, we have something for you. There are other optional packs that you can come on board with while you are getting those products. That also helps you to get subsequent discounted products, get the subsequent purchases at discounted rate. Yes, and the good thing is we are currently running a promo. The company is running a promo. Once you come on board, you can plug into the Ember promo. The Ember promo is an amazing opportunity for you to add value to people. It's an amazing opportunity for you to give back. Don't always be the type that is collecting. Also form the habit of adding value to people. And you can never tell. Don't think somebody does not need what you have when you have not made that bold step to give them something. At this point in time, I would want to pause and hand over to MI to round off. So I want to say thank you very much for your time, and I believe it's been an amazing time for us. I just want us to always, from time to time, check on our team members, review, appraise. You can ask them questions like, okay, what do you want me to improve on? What do you want us to improve on? What can we do better as a team? How much of my support do you need? Have I been supporting you enough? Have I passed across the knowledge that I have to you enough? All of these things are very, very important, and they would help us to really go a long way in achieving more as a team. So at this point in time, let me say, don't let this opportunity pass you by. because one of the reasons why people remain poor is because they consistently pass over opportunities. Thank you very much. God bless you. Emma, I hand over to you.